So, long story short, not really. I'm going to Australia for a while, and I've never actually done something like this by myself. Well, I don't do many things. That's a lie. I do a lot of things, but I don't do things like this. So, in one way, it's a big deal, in another way, it isn't. So, a bit about me. I am half Australian and half Irish, hence the accent. The hair is actually fake. I do not fit into that stereotype. The eyes, I know they're green, they ain't Irish. So I'm going to Australia to stay with my sister for a number of weeks, and I'm going to be living in Melbourne. So it's kind of one of those weird situations where I was like, I've been thinking about this. I don't put much thought into things. I just kind of go and do things. Like I booked Australia. I was like, okay, I'll start planning. And I haven't. And now I fly out in like two days, and I don't even have my travel insurance sorted. That's the level of unorganized mess that is my life. So it's going to be quite interesting, and because I have nothing planned, I thought it'd be interesting to put it into a space on the internet and share it with you, but also because I'm really bad at telling people what I do. I go away, I could go away and have an amazing time in like Berlin or something like that, and loads of things happen, and like literally I come back, I'm like, oh yeah, I went out for dinner here, it was amazing, and then that's it. I'm really bad at explaining things, at going into detail as to things and telling stories, which as a playwright is kind of ironic in a way, wouldn't you say? Like, I tell stories, yet I don't share my own with people. So I thought it'd be a really good way of sharing what's about to happen, which I have no idea about. I obviously don't vlog, as you can tell. I'm probably not really looking at this, and when I edit this, it's not going to be great, and I'm not saying it's not going to be great, but they're not going to be like amazing edits because it's not what I do, and you know, I ain't no expert at it. But also, I'm recording this on my phone, so even then, so yeah, it's going to be interesting. So the only thing that I have planned that I know about is Tasmania. I'm renting a car that turns into a bed, and I'm going to drive around. I've done a bit of like research in terms of this is my level of research. I typed in from one part of Tasmania to the other part of Tasmania, like from two sides, and I realised it's not that big of a drive. It's like 3.5 hours. So that kind of made Tasmania a lot open and a lot more wider, which meant, and I was kind of like, do I want to stay there that long? Or do I want to stay a week or what? And you can stay there for quite some time. But I just decided, no. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to stay in a hotel the last night and stay in Hobart, which is where I'm flying. I don't even know if I pronounced that right. But I'm flying in to Hobart, and then I'm literally just getting my car and I'm going right, and that's it. And I have no idea where that's going to lead me or anything, and that's quite exciting and kind of scary, but in a good way. There are two things that I want to do. That is see the penguins walk, like March of the Penguins, that act like for that apparent. I found this out in this book, so it has actually come in use. Like, it was $14.99, and I found out this valuable nugget of information that I'm pretty sure if I searched online for, I would have found for nothing except for my internet bill. But 14.19, like, this very good value to find out about penguins and the March of the Penguins in Victoria. And I want to go swimming with dolphins because I have never So I've been around dolphins. Where I grew up in West Kerry, there is this famous dolphin called Fungi. I'm going to see if I can put a photo. Fungi, photo, let's see. I have no idea if it's going to work because, yeah. Where he's super famous, and I'm pretty sure he's not the same dolphin as he once was because, I mean, I'm in my late 20s now and I don't know how long dolphins live for, but it's just a bit too weird because he's always been around. I think he was even around before I was born. I will probably find out facts or be slaughtered by those from West Kerry about this, and I do apologise. Tá an na bra nach vision, truly, for getting my facts wrong. But yeah, so there was him, and I remember being forced, no, not forced, but no, it was actually being forced to go to a sailing club. I don't like sailing, not the way they teach it. It just doesn't suit me. Getting wet, having to do things, getting your head hit by poles, it's not me. I'd much rather being in a yacht. I imagine, I've never been, but I can imagine myself being in a yacht and enjoying that. So the story with myself and Fungi, one day the waters were a bit too treacherous, that would be how one would pronounce it. And basically, long story short, they all put us in these like little speedboats and gave us a little spin around because we were the weaklings of the whole class. Because, well, like if you put a child into something that they don't like, they're not going to enjoy it, they're not going to like it, and they're not going to do very well, and they're going to find every single way out of doing it. So that was one of my ways out of sailing. I don't even remember how to do the knots or anything. I literally know to duck. That's it. So anyway, we were like out really far in the pier in Dingle, and there came up Fungi, and we're like really excited because we were, I don't know, I must have been around like, I must have been like 12 or 13 or 14, around that era of adultnesshood, awkwardness. And it was so cool because there was this dolphin that like we had all gone out and seen, and you know, we all knew about Fungi, but then you're able to touch Fungi and he came up, and yeah, that was probably one of the best experiences and only experiences I've had with dolphins. So I think it'd be quite cool to sort of bring it to a close and go swimming with dolphins. I need to look into it a bit more because if they do anything that's a bit cruel or anything, I think I'd be quite opposed. I would be quite opposed because it's not nice. You don't really want to be putting animals into situations that they don't feel comfortable with because it's just not good for them and it's not healthy. But yeah, that was my tangent on Fungi. I do hope you enjoyed that. I literally, like, even with packing and stuff, I haven't done much. Like, it's only today. Last night I washed clothes. Last night I sorted out some clothes. I washed stuff. I washed more stuff. I need to clean my room because it's such a state. It's a disaster, and to have it all clean. I'm going to finish packing because I need to. Like, I have stuff everywhere. I need to clean my room badly. I've done most of my packing, which is everything that I wore during the summer, which is when it was really hot, has gone in there on top of other things. I'm going to bring clothes with me. I'm going to bring everything in a suitcase and then I'm going to sort it out later. But and then beauty products and stuff. And I keep on having to remind myself that I can buy things when I'm there. And I also know I would like to bring things back. probably not presents because it's Christmas time. I have sorted your presents for the people who need them, or like I'd like who've gifted. I've already done all of that, except for 2 people who will get it shortly. You know who you are if you're watching. And yeah, so it's just like beauty products and stuff like that. And like on a big beauty unrelated to anything else news is my so my hair is quite colored, as you can tell. This is not natural, obviously. Like, I mean, this is just like pure perfection, thank you. So it's like a mix of loads of different colors. Like, it's very reddy, plummy, purpley, all mixed into one, and then it goes on my head and we get this. But it changes, and it's the most I think it might be more take more maintenance than being blonde, and I used to be blonde, so I should know. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to find a UV spray or something like that, because I'm very concerned about that. I have an SPF hand cream, which I'm very pleased with, because I finally got one. It only took me so long to get one. I was like, I should get one of these, and SPFs and stuff like that. But I feel that over there, the market will be much better. There'll be a lot more range of different, especially face SPFs, because I feel the ones here, they aren't great. Like, they're good, they're really good, because it's UVA and UVB, and you need both. Trust me on this. But when it comes to, I do find sometimes with makeup and stuff, it either like, it's fine when you have a layer and you have makeup on, but underneath that, but if you don't, for one of them in particular, like, they just, face looks like so shiny, and not in a good way. Whereas with like a matte one, it sort of balls, and it doesn't look great. So that's going to be interesting. And skincare wise, concern wise, I've run out of my favorite drink, which is Skinade. So that's going to be interesting, because for me it sort of helped balance out my T-zone and sort of stops wrinkles and all of that jazz, which I really am fond of, but unfortunately due to just how it is, like, it's not due to anything, it's basically just due to I don't even know what it's due to, and that didn't work out. So I might actually think about getting it shipped over. I wonder how long that would take. Maybe too long. I'll probably be back by the time it comes. Yeah, I'm gonna miss that. That is one thing that I'm going to miss, but I guess I can just, one of my biggest concerns is my T-zone. So I guess I can take a omega-3 and some flax seeds and do a more non-synergistically combined skincare care thing. Because that, yeah, like, unless you're into skincare, you're not going to understand any of what. So I guess the next time that you're going to see me on YouTube will be when I'm actually going to be in Australia in a different time zone. Not sure of the heat or the weather. I'm hoping to come back with a tan. I guess I should do, yeah. So my hopes for this trip will be to to get to know my family over there a lot better. It's really difficult when when half of your family's in a different part of the world and you don't have that close bond that you'd like with these people, and it's very easy. I get very overwhelmed, because even though I have a very small immediate family, I have loads of cousins, and I actually do not know who I'm related to or who I'm not related to, or the stories, because for me as a child, all this information was being brought forward, being told about it, but I didn't retain it, because I guess in a lot of ways I was too young, or the topic or the reason why X isn't talking to Y, or anything was just not an interest maybe, and I just didn't hold on to that information because it didn't interest me. Yeah, so there's that part, the family side, like that's really important. To get a tan, because I'm really pale and I haven't been in the sun for a really long time, and it's just really traumatic, and I have to take vitamin D supplements, and it's just so hard. Yeah. And just to see, like, I booked this. I was originally supposed to go for like 2 weeks to 3 weeks, and a lot's changed in my life, which has allowed me to go for much longer and to really embrace it. I'm not traveling outside of the state except for Tasmania, even though I don't know, is it in? Let's find out. I don't think it's in the state. I think it's its own world. Is there a map in here? This is what I don't like about this book. There isn't really a map. It's like, ugh. Yeah, that's my only thought about this. I don't think it is. I think Tasmania, I don't know. Like, honestly, I know what I know, and everything else I don't know, and I don't know that much. So yeah. So I've just been on about, but yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I do hope that you enjoy what's going to happen. Enjoy this little adventure of mine, and we will see what happens at the end. It'll be quite interesting to compare it to now and then. I have no idea what the hell is going to happen. So yeah, it's going to be quite an interesting adventure, and I have no idea what's actually good. I genuinely have no clue what's going to happen. I'll do this weekly, so there'll be a weekly I need to check how people are being filmed and recorded and all this jazz. So basically it's going to be a lot of yammering, because I don't know, like I honestly don't know how this is going to pan out. I may just like upload 1 or 2 and leave it at that. I might not upload anything. Yeah, because like it's on my like I'm one person, it's on my phone. I'm not used to doing this, so I might forget. I'm not really good at taking photos. Like one of my friends, he's always taking photos, and then I just like walk around like in a headless chicken, being like, oh, that's a great Instagram moment, but it don't matter. Live in the moment, don't live in the photos. Yeah. I don't even know what that was. Just gonna stare blankly at my coffee.